How you doing? Hope everything with you is going great. So we're going to be talking about one of the attitudes that we need to unlearn as children of God. And before I go on, I have a confession to make. So about 3 years ago, I made a joke about my friend being as black as the face cap he was wearing. I made the joke to his face, and of course, everyone around, we were like 3 or 4, just chatting and talking, and I just said it in passing, and everyone, thought it was funny and laughed. In fact, it was almost like he laughed the loudest, so we all had a good laugh and moved on. Also, I thought, until like a few months after that, I was just, somehow the incident crossed my mind. Like, I just thought about it, and then for some reason, I didn't find it funny anymore. I began to feel very bad, like I shouldn't have said that. I felt like it was a cruel thing to say, even though it was a joke. You know how you joke with your buddies now and you just say something, about their parents or something. So at the time that I made the joke, it was nothing, but a few months down the line, I regretted saying that. So I felt very bad. I felt terrible, and I started asking myself, what is it that changed? As we speak, or as I speak, I'm the only one speaking. He's still as dark as he's always been, and very handsome too. Even though I didn't mention the handsome part when I was talking about his car, but yeah, he's still dark. His complexion hasn't changed. So what was it about me that suddenly thought that it wasn't a joke anymore? I would say that in a way, my mentality had changed. My mentality towards passing comments about people's physical feature or appearance, and over time, I have realized that it's like something that is common amongst us. We think that we're making jokes and stuff, but it could actually be very hurtful. The people involved may laugh with you, and they might, like I said, they might even laugh the loudest. But deep down, you never know. You just might have hurt someone really bad. There's some things that should not be joked about. For example, an albino will not need you to remind him or her of their albinism. They already know that they look different from everyone. So you making a comment about it, making a snide comment about it, will not make them feel good. A pregnant woman or a woman who just had a baby is aware that her face is puffy. So do you really have to be the one to point it out? Someone who has vitiligo, for example, does not need, it's amazing. You see someone with that kind of thing, and then you're pointing out the discoloration of his skin. Do you think that he did not see it? Or do you think that the person is not aware? Do you think that the person, that statement, that comment that you pass is helpful? It is not. You don't always have to be Captain Obvious reminding the world that water is wet. Sometimes it's okay to be quiet. If you do not have anything edifying or nice to say, you don't have to talk. You don't have to talk, especially when the things you're saying are hurting people. Now, how do you know when you're about to hurt somebody? You're about to talk about somebody, and then, especially to the person's face, and you're able to answer all these questions with yes. I'll tell you the questions. The first one is, what I'm about to say, is it necessary? Do I really have to say it? Can we do without it right now? Secondly, is it kind? Is it a good thing to say about this person? Does it pass as a kind statement or a kind comment? 3, is it timely? Is now a good time to say this thing? Do I have to say it right here, right now? And the fourth one, is it true? What you're about to say, is it a lie? It's a lie, just shut up. But is it true, right? So those 4 questions. Is it necessary? Is it timely? Is it true? And is it kind? If one of the answers to these questions is no, then maybe you shouldn't say that thing at that point in time. Maybe you should just wait for another time to say it, or not even say it at all. People are going through a lot these days. People have already been going through a lot, but it's like it's getting worse by the year, and then you never know when you're hurting someone's feelings badly. Someone who is trying to boost their morale, small, you just come and use your mouth to destabilize everything, and then the person is back to square zero. You will not even know, because they're probably gonna laugh the way the guy laughed the other day. He probably laughed because he had to save his own face. It would have been awkward if everyone else was laughing and he wasn't. Maybe if it was just both of us. And I made that joke. People were like, no, I don't like that. Maybe, but people were there. He probably had to just laugh to eradicate whatever form of awkwardness would have occurred if he hadn't laughed. So they are likely to act as though it doesn't affect them. But the truth is that sometimes it does. So if what you're going to say is something that is obvious to the world, obvious to especially the people who, have the feature or something, someone has gotten fatter, and then you think that you are the Mr. Weighing scale that has to remind him that his weight has changed. You don't have to. He probably knows. Unless you're making these statements out of concern for them, in which case your mannerism, your approach will not be insultive or hurtful, right? It will not be like you're joking. It will not be like you're making jokes out of it. It will be like, it's going to be in a friendly manner and all of that. But if what you're just trying to be the comedian in the house, and the next thing to make a joke about is someone's body or someone's appearance or someone's unusual feature, it is not a nice thing to do. Also, there's something that we do a lot. It's not talking now, it's staring. Some people can look. Some people can look in this life. Okay, there's some people, there are people who, like I said earlier, have peculiar features, right? And they know it. So they're used to being treated a certain way. They don't like it, but it's what they have to deal with. Now, can you not make them feel worse by looking at them? When you look at someone, 2 seconds, come on your eye. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? I'm not trying to play saint, because less than a year ago, rather, I was returning from work, and then I saw this lady from afar. She looked peculiar. There's something about her face. I couldn't place it because she was afar off and I wasn't wearing my glasses. So I was thinking, is she someone I know? I knew that there was something about her face, but I couldn't place it, like I said. So as I approached her, I didn't realize I was already doing like this. Like I was trying to, I don't know what I was trying to do, but I knew there was something about her face. I was just trying to know what it was that was calling my attention. And then I didn't realize she was that close to me already. And then she just went like, what are you looking at? She didn't say it, but that was what her expression, said. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. I'm so sorry. The thing is, from afar, oh God, this explanation is just making it more awkward. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. And then she said, no, it's okay, it's fine. It was while that was happening that I noticed she was carrying a box. Apparently, well, it's safe to say that she was a makeup artist. So she had this very interesting makeup on, where she had glitters on her eyes. So that was what was looking unusual to me. It was like the sun was in her eyes. So I was trying to the fact that she had something unusual going on was not a good reason for me to now look until she became uncomfortable. She probably never forget me. I don't know her name. I've not met her after that girl. I don't know if I've met her. I'm not good with faces, but she probably knows me now. Like wherever she sees me, she'll be like, that girl that looked at me until I almost fell down. You don't have to look at people so much that they now begin to lose confidence in themselves. You see someone who is with some sort of specialty, say walking with crutches or limping, or someone with autism, or someone with Down syndrome, and you now turn them to television or YouTube. They are now looking. What will that looking do to your life, your ministry, and your career? Look small, come on the eye. It's not fair. It doesn't make people feel good. If you happen to fall into the category of people who are used to getting all these nasty comments and who are used to hearing these silly jokes, because people always make jokes about you because you're some type of way, your dentition is funny or something, your dentition is unusual, like some of us, and all of that. See, this is one of my favorite scriptures in the Bible. It used to be my memory verse when I was like 5. Of course, I always like to share scripture, so yeah, I'll share it with you. Psalm 139 from verse 13 to 14. It says that you formed my inward being and you covered me in my mother's womb. And I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your words. This my soul knows very well. See, the part that I love the most is that I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. What they're saying doesn't really matter, right? Especially when it's something that you cannot change. You're some type of way, so what? Doesn't change the fact that you're formed in God's image. Doesn't change the fact that you were fearfully and wonderfully made. Don't pay attention to what anybody is saying. Sometimes it begins to affect you so much that it doesn't even affect you anymore. Just like, I'm used to it. Just turn deaf ears to them. Let them continue to work their fun. For those of us who consciously or unconsciously make these jokes and pass these comments, you probably need to be reminded of Proverbs 15:4. It says that a soothing tongue is like a tree of life, and a perverse tongue crushes the spirit. And you don't want to go around crushing the spirit now. No, it's not what we do. We have more assignments to do with our mouths and our tongues than crushing spirits. No. If it's not going to edify your brother or your sister, if it's going to make them hurt, make them feel bad, it's not worth saying. Okay? And if you're going to be saying something out of concern, be sure that you're coining your statement in a way that will not bring the other person down. Alright? So I had fun talking about this. I hope you did have fun watching too. If you haven't subscribed, do it now. Now. Bye.